Okay. Speaking of next year, have you heard the latest rumor? The 76ers. Their plan is to trade the third round pick and Paul George to get Kevin Durant and Lauri Markkanen.
Okay, so let me tell you why that makes sense to me. Because the Utah Jazz is fairly young, and Lauri Markkanen is out just outside of their current core, right? He's their vet, and he's been in the league for about 8 years now. But I think that for the most part, the core of their guys are all less than 4 years in the league. Here's my thing. You're gonna have to re-sign Kevin Garnett to a Paul George, and you got to max him out. Whatever the max is, you're gonna have to
Kevin
give
Durant.
that to KD. So then here's my thing. This is where I'm a bit lost on it. So I don't know what kind of guy Lauri Markkanen is. I know that he's been good for Utah because it's just been him. I don't know if he's the number one option on any other team, but then it goes back to, well, Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? He's still Joel Embiid. Do you trust his medical history to be there and when it counts to most at the end of the season? And then you still have Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant's going to come there and possibly be like this. Tyrese Maxey is it his team? Is he the number two guy or is he the number one guy? Like I think you still have the question of who's number one, and I think that's going to matter to me because if you have Tyrese Maxey, Lauri Markkanen, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid, that's a tough course on paper. That's tough, but it's like who else do you have on the team after that?
I mean, I get it, and those are questions they're gonna have to answer. But I at least appreciate the fact that they are looking to make some moves because Philly's tired of waiting.
I believe this though, bro. I'm let me tell you the reason why I think that that works for Utah because I think that Utah already would have a bunch of picks, but with them actually also getting the number three pick, that means that they would be able to possibly get Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey if he slide, or the kid from Baylor. And there's one other kid who I've seen a lot of people say, "Hey, don't be surprised if these four guys, or let's just say Ace Bailey, because some people think Ace Bailey is like the next Tracy McGrady. But even outside of Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag, people are saying that Dylan Harper is the best true point guard that we've seen in quite some time. But the kid from Baylor is ridiculously athletic, and there's one other I can't think of his name at the moment. But I think that if you are Utah and you think, well, dang, you know what? We just didn't make the playoffs with Lauri Markkanen, and he's good. But if you're still resetting, I guess I can understand why Utah would do it if you think that you place the value on the guy who's the number three pick, like some people say it. If you agree with them, then I don't see why Utah wouldn't do it though.
Yeah, but I think the third pick would go to the Suns though. And I don't know again, I don't know how it would work, but I
Sure.
think the third because the Suns don't have any picks
The
for a minute.
Suns don't have any picks.
So
Yeah.
that's why the third pick would look good for them for Kevin Durant.
Well, I think it's also because Philly has two top 10 picks, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So that makes sense though. But I don't know, man. If you are if you it to me, it only makes sense to Utah if what pick are you talking about? You know, if you talk about top five pick, maybe though, bro. So I don't know, man. But Utah's roster is really young, and I think that for Lauri Markkanen to be the OG of the team that's actually putting up numbers for them and significant role, I think it's tough, bro.